the last time you went out to eat? During that experience, was it good or was it bad? Most of the times, if the experience is good, we don't think to leave a positive review for the company. But if the roles are reversed and we have a terrible experience, we run to one of the review websites. Why is that? Think about some examples of good customer service within the restaurant. A few of my examples are short wait times, fast food receiving time, and quality of food within the restaurant. A few examples of bad customer service can include long lines, poor quality food, poor attitudes from individuals that are employed there. Another important thing that we must focus on is how to respond to these reviews. For example, many companies do not respond to negative or positive reviews. However, this is not the solution if you're looking to attract new customers. Oftentimes, the first things that people do when looking for new places to eat is look at the online reviews. When you open Google and search the restaurant, one of the first things that you see is the reviews, followed by the distance. If the customer only sees negative reviews pertaining to an establishment, they're very unlikely to go and visit the establishment. They're also unlikely to leave a positive review if they do decide to visit the restaurant because they simply were not expecting the experience that they received. Positive reviews increase the amount of clientele as well as the amount of revenue. I work for a company called Heavenly Dining. Here we're making the world a better place to eat in. A few things about our company is that the first thing that we think of when going to have a dinner is having a heavenly experience while we dine. Our company was started by 2 people in a small town who eventually went on to meet 3 bloggers. The 5 bloggers all turned into food critics. The goal of our company is to create a heavenly experience in each and every restaurant around the world. Our company can be found on all social media platforms, including Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and Google. We host quarterly seminars to help people that are even outside of our customers. We care deeply about our community and we prioritize that. We have been established for 5 years and we have helped over 500 companies around the globe. We provide more than just opinions, we provide resources to solve these issues. The number one goal our company has for the future is to become the number one consulting company in the world. We believe that effective communication is everything within our company. If we're unable to communicate with each other, how can we communicate with our customers and provide an amazing experience? Hi everyone, to get us started, my name is Christen. I'm one of the co-founders of Heavenly Dining. I'm our top consulting agent at the moment. In the past year, I have been solely responsible for 5 restaurants with increases in their ratings. My personal expertise is being a blogger, which I was before I joined the company Heavenly Dining. Being a blogger helped me to understand the ins and outs of each and every restaurant. Before I joined Heavenly Dining, I was a blogger for 10 years and I traveled across every single continent and helped to improve companies in each. My biggest concern was always communication, whether it came to positive or negative reviews. Oftentimes people believe that they can begin a company without being a part of a clientele base. Because I was a blogger, I do understand the importance of all of the ins and outs, not just coming from the outside and trying to improve things that I don't understand. Blogging also allowed me to be able to not only explain my feelings, but write them down in order to help us improve everything. Communication is beneficial to my clients because they're never misinterpreting any information that I'm giving them, whether that be positive or negative information. They understand that I'm also available to listen because there's more to communication than just talking. Sometimes the first solution is not always the best solution. It's also not the only solution provided to our customers. The restaurant that I reviewed is Gritz Brunch Bar. They have been open for a little bit over a year and they have a wide range of menu items. One of their top sellers is chicken and waffles. Another one is shrimp and grits, and the last one is their lamb chops. They are very known for these items. A couple of their competitors in Douglasville, Georgia are Thumbs Up Diner and Fins and Feathers. Fins and Feathers is very similar to Gritz Brunch Bar. They share a lot of the same menu items as well as having a DJ. Thumbs Up Diner is also very similar because they share the same menu as well. The ambiance of Fins and Feather and Gritz Brunch Bar are the same, and a couple of the differences are the age ranges. Fins and Feathers is more of a lounge, whereas Grits is very family oriented. Thumbs Up Diner is better if people are looking for a quick meal and not looking to sit down. Gritz Brunch Bar is a black owned restaurant, and many of the reviews put a focus on the good tasting food and the aesthetic of the restaurant. For example, in this review, the customer states, "This was our first time in Gritz Brunch Bar. Not to mention it's black owned. We went on a Saturday right before noon and it was a pretty good crowd. I was expecting a wait." This customer places focus on the properly quoted wait time. This is important because customers are willing to wait if they know how long the wait will be, and the establishment sticks to that wait. Another thing that Gritz Brunch Bar can say is one of their strengths is their drinks. This is important because drinks are a top selling item and drinks can bring in a lot of revenue. The restaurant also has a few more strengths that I would like to discuss. For example, there is a DJ. The customers enjoy having the DJ throughout their experience. The food is reasonably priced, as well as the tip is already included within the bill. Therefore, customers are not searching for the amount that they should tip. Lastly, the reviews state that there are ample amount of employees every time that they visit the restaurant. This is important because fewer employees lead to longer wait times, and longer wait times often lead to a loss of customers. For example, this review states, "This place was all around great. We went on a Sunday after church for brunch and it was so fun. We had no idea DJ would be there, and I'm so glad he was there because the vibes were spot on." So, customers are willing to wait longer because there is a DJ. They're able to listen to music and enjoy their visit as a whole instead of simply coming to eat and leave. One of the company's major weaknesses is long wait times. In multiple one-star reviews, the reason that their reviews were 1 star were because of the wait time. This example here is terrible service and overall care for customers. After waiting over an hour for a table, after we were told 45 minutes, the hostess came over and offered us a table that seated 4, and they could pull an extra chair up. Mind you, we were at table 5, and the table was empty the entire time that we were waiting. When owning a business, wait times can be detrimental to the company. Bad customer service also plays a part at this restaurant. In this example here, it states, "Our table ordered a Bellini carafe and we watched as the carafe sat at the bar for 20 minutes and our waiter did not go in to check on it. The waitress did not lend out a helping hand." But it comes back to say that the food was great. So another problem is our customers are not being served quickly. After waiting for hours, the food is still not served fast. The drinks are not being served fast. The last few weaknesses that I wanted to touch on were poor communication to customers, poor presentation of the food because the food is served with plastic silverware, and also they oftentimes run out of food items before the restaurant is closed. None of these can be attributed to one certain thing. So when we go in and establish how to fix the issue, we must use multiple solutions. One way that their biggest competitor, Fins and Feathers, combats these issues is having a bigger restaurant. With a bigger restaurant, you are decreasing wait times and increasing customer happiness. There are also many different employees in many different areas. Therefore, customers are not receiving poor customer service because employees are being overworked. The next thing we'll discuss is recommendations and opportunities. One of the biggest recommendations that I would make to the company is to open a bigger location. This business is booming, and with the business being booming, more customers want to frequent this restaurant. If a new restaurant is open, then customers will be able to frequent both restaurants, which will decrease the wait time as well as improve customer happiness. Another example that I would say would be hire more kitchen employees to ensure proper presentation of food being served. In the reviews, many customers have also complained that their food is being presented poorly. Poor presentation can lead to customers having a poor opinion of the food before even trying it. Also, I would recommend customers being served with real silverware if they choose to. Real silverware can create a new experience for customers so they don't feel like they're being rushed with takeout silverware. Three more examples that I would provide for opportunities for this business to improve would be to improve the table turnover rate. A few of the reviews also stated that when they received their table, the table was dirty. When customers are starting off their experience poor, they usually end it poor, or it's hard to get this customer to return. Customer loyalty programs would also keep happy customers happy. When receiving free meals or even dollar amounts off their meal, customers are more likely to return because they know that they'll receive coupons. Lastly, I would recommend larger purchase orders. Yes, I do understand that food does go to waste. It's better to have more food than not enough food because customers are ordering these popular items but cannot receive the popular items due to the popular items being out of stock. This leads to poor taste in customers' mouths and oftentimes them leaving bad reviews as well as not returning to the restaurant. With opportunities, there also come threats. A few threats that I believe Gritz Brunch Bar has to worry about are the cost of wages rising. This is a hard issue to fight because wages will always rise. So how do we keep our employees? One way is to offer our employees more or offer them benefits outside of pay, such as create a family experience with their coworkers, or offer them lunches, offer them gifts, things that they'll remember outside of just the paycheck. Another thing is that the amount of brunch restaurants is increasing. And with an increase in brunch restaurants equals a decrease in customers because they have more options. And when you do not provide a perfect experience to a customer, they are more likely to try a restaurant that's down the street, that's new, instead of continuing to frequent your restaurant. To combat this, you have to create better experiences for your customers. The last threats that I would like to address are the rise of the cost in food. Though I do understand that food is getting higher, the grocery store bill is getting more expensive, the customer always comes first. And if a customer cannot receive the food that they came with, they often are less likely to return. And if the customers do not return, there will be no company. Another thing is consumers are spending less money after the pandemic. So to get customers to decide that they would like to spend money, you have to create better experience. And the last threat that I would like to address, maybe the most important, would be poor reviews on customer websites. Gritz Brunch Bar does not respond to any reviews on their website, poor or positive reviews. This is unacceptable because customers read reviews before frequenting a restaurant. Customers are more likely to come to a restaurant with positive reviews or a company responding to reviews fixing these poor issues. In summary, reviews are the number one thing customers look at before trying a new restaurant. When customers type a restaurant into Google, the reviews pop up with the address to the restaurant. It is so important for customers to see that restaurants are responding to these reviews as well as resolving these issues that customers are having. Customers are more likely to try a restaurant when they see that a restaurant is trying to improve. To strengthen our position against competitors, Gritz Brunch Bar should open a bigger location, make larger purchase orders, hire more employees, offer customer loyalty programs, as well as improve the table turnover rate. I've enjoyed having this opportunity to present these recommendations about Gritz Brunch Bar. I believe that these reviews will improve Gritz Brunch Bar image, communication, customer service, and it will bring the company more customers. You can contact my consulting company, Heavenly Dining, at heavenlydining@gmail.com. All questions and concerns can be directed directly to our email and it will be responded to within 24 hours. Here on this slide, you can see our giveaway items that we give to all clients for listening to our presentation. Please feel free to reach out to me with any questions and thank you for listening.